Welcome back to another video. So in this video, we are going to look at the layer 3 sub interfaces. So my intention is that on the E1/3, I will be creating two sub interfaces that should be 1/3.10 and 3.20 with 10.1.1.10 and 20.1.1.20. And once I configure that one, R3 and R5 should be able to communicate with the sub interfaces. So let's go ahead and configure that one now. So E1/2, I will change it to layer 3. I will select the default router, and the zone. What I will say is that so this one is DMZ, so I already have a DMZ zone created, so I will select DMZ. IP address, I'm not giving any IP address because I'm going to create a sub interface, but the ping, yes, I will allow the ping on the main interface also. Click on OK. Select 1/2 and click on add subnet. So this will be for the VLAN number 10. So this is VLAN number 10. Virtual router will be default route, and this one should be DMZ10. So if I go back to my topology, DMZ10. So DMZ10 object is already there, so I'm selecting that one. IP address, that should be 10.1.1.10/24, and I also want to allow the management ping for the testing. Do the same thing for the another sub interface. I think that should be 1/3. So I need to delete this one, yes, and I will just make that one to tap. That should be for 1/3, not for 1/2. That should be layer 3 default route, and this should be for the DMZ. We allow the ping and OK. Now selecting 1/3 subnet. Subnet will be number 10. Tagging will be number 10. Virtual router will be default. Zone will be DMZ 10. IPv4 address will be 10.1.1.10/24, and I want to allow the management ping. Click on OK. Same thing, I will create one more sub interface for VLAN number 20, and I will select virtual router as default and the DMZ20 object, and IP address will be 20.1.1.20/24, and in advance I will allow the management ping. Click on OK. Alright, that's all good, and you see that the main interface is not tagging, but the sub interfaces are. So click on commit and commit. So at the end of this lab now, my R3 and R5 should be able to communicate with their respective sub interfaces. So let the commit complete. And also, if we remember that on the layer 2 tagging, so this is also one of the scenario where you can enable the tagging for the VLAN tag, because there is a switch connected over here. This one is a trunk port and this one are the switch port mode access with respective to VLAN number 10 and 20, and they are able to communicate over the trunk port, because on this interface we do have two VLANs, and it is Palo Alto is also tagging the traffic. So commit is configuration is good. Let me go ahead and say do ping 10.1.1.10. I'm able to ping, that's good. And R5 do ping 20.1.1.20. I'm able to ping. So there is reachability now. So now you can go ahead, if there are many more layer 3 interfaces, then you can allow those zones from going from allow the traffic from one zone to another by creating the policies. So I hope this was informative for you, and thank you.